How's it going? Statman coming right back at you once again, and today I'm going to be talking to you about the Blu-rays that I picked up during the Black Friday sales from Amazon, and actually from MVD, believe it or not. I took advantage of the MVD sale that they had going on during Black Friday, or during that whole week really, like the Cyber Monday week or whatever it was. They had a really good price on some titles, and I just couldn't say no to them, so... yeah, I'll start things off actually with Amazon though, because again they had some pretty good deals themselves. Only two things from Amazon though, so it won't take too long. The first thing I got here was the Twilight Zone, the complete series on Blu-ray. This is what I haven't had my eye on for a long freaking time. But I just kept saying, oh, but do I really need it on Blu-ray? Do I really need it? It's always on Netflix. They always do like the 24 hours of Twilight Zone thing at the end of the year on TV. Do I really? I can watch Twilight Zone practically anywhere. Do I really need it on Blu-ray? Well, it dropped down to $42.50 on Amazon. I got all this for $42.50. 156 episodes for $42.50. I can do that. That's cool. That works for me. So yeah, this is a pretty massive, awesome set with all 5 of the original seasons of the Twilight Zone, which I absolutely love. The Twilight Zone. It's such a fantastic television series. I think it might actually be one of the best television series of all time, and really just considering when it came out and like what type of stuff was on TV at the time, it was very groundbreaking stuff. So really, really happy to have this in my collection because it's just so important to say, I would say both film and television history. And this has a bunch of special features as well. I didn't really necessarily get it for the special features, but hey, it's nice that it has a bunch of special features. I don't know how I'm going to fit this on any shelf of mine. I'll probably just put it on top of the shelf somewhere, but definitely glad to have gotten this for such a damn good price. Even at $42, sometimes it's hard for me to say yes to it, like paying a huge chunk of money like that for something like this. But it was the holiday season. I was caught up in all the Black Friday, ooh, get the deals, right? So I just said, yeah, I gotta get this one. I definitely gotta get this one and put this one in my collection finally, after all these years of just humming and hawing. No more humming and hawing. The Twilight Zone is in my collection. I can watch it whenever I want to in the best possible quality. And that is one thing about this set. A lot of people have said over the years has some of the best transfers of any Blu-rays ever. So that's always nice. Next up here, I also got Twin Peaks, the limited event series from Showtime. This is like the sequel to the original Twin Peaks series that came out in the 90s. I recently watched that series for the first time with my good friend Sean Zaranizrak. So I didn't really know what to think at first of this television show, and we started watching the original series. And quite honestly, like, it didn't strike me as something that I would like at all, just because, like, it was so cheesy in a lot of ways, and not in the way that I typically like, but, you know, as the story kept developing, I was just like, oh, wow, this is really awesome. I started to notice all the references and stuff like that that had been made in movies and television and whatnot, and just all the ways that it maybe had inspired some television and movies after it came out and became a fairly big success at the time. You know, as it developed, I started loving it more and more, and then by the time the series was over, I was just like, oh, they ended like that? I want to see what happens next. And I can't remember if at the time we knew that this series was coming out or if it had already come out. I don't think it had come out yet. I think we knew it was coming out, and we were preparing for when it came out. So Zern Isaac and Skinslip and I got together and we watched the original series together. We meant to watch, I think we did watch Firewalk with Me, but we didn't watch The Missing Pieces, and then we didn't get to watch this. But of course, I'm 99% sure that Zern Isaac has watched this. I haven't seen it yet, but I definitely wanted to, having seen the original series and whatnot. So, yeah, glad to have this in my collection. And hey, really nifty way that this opens up, eh? I mean, you don't really see that kind of packaging very often, right? So that's really cool. I wasn't expecting that at all. I was expecting a keep case, right? So very nice stuff. And only a little bit disturbed that the E doesn't just perfectly fit. It's a little imperfect there. That only bugs me a little bit, though. I know some people who have OCD are going to see that and be like, there you go, OCD people. Oh, yeah. Oh, you just love that, don't you? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. No, you hate that. I know you do. But yeah, I mean, judging from what I've heard, this Return to Twin Peaks was actually a really, really good miniseries. Really good return to form for the show. And, would appear, just from what I can see on the cover, a continuation of the story. Like a direct continuation. So, yeah, I can't wait to see what this series holds and where they went with it. I haven't gotten into any spoilers, and I really hope you guys won't share any spoilers with me, because, of course, I want to go into this as fresh as possible. This one was $32.50 on sale, which I don't think is necessarily the best price in the world, but that was like down from $60 or $70 or something crazy like that. So, yeah, to get the new Twin Peaks on sale for $32.50, pretty good price. Glad to finally have it so that I can finally watch it. Because the main issue with Showtime is they don't really lend out any of their content to Netflix or to Amazon or anything like that. You can purchase a Showtime subscription for like $10 a month and then watch it on something like Amazon, or I think even Hulu. But if you just want to use your regular old Netflix or your regular old Amazon Prime account to watch it, oh, hell no. You have to pay more to be able to see stuff like this. So I was like, you know what? Instead of spending $10 extra a month on a Showtime thing that I'm never going to use for anything else, I'll just get this on Blu-ray. Seems to work. It seems like a great idea to me. So glad to have this in my collection now. Glad that I got it for such a good price. Quite honestly, the price of both of these sets combined, this and this, usually is what you would expect to pay for just this set on sale. Like, just to give you a sense of how much money I saved. I essentially got this for free, because the Twilight Zone complete series set is usually on sale for between $65 and $70 or thereabouts. So $42.50 plus $32.50, that's what, like $75? That's about what you would pay on sale for the Twilight Zone, the complete series, during most times of the year. I got an insanely good deal on this, and a pretty damn good deal on this, and both of them came to about $75 total. So that's a really awesome deal if you ask me. Now then, let's get into the MVD sale, shall we? So there weren't too many titles that I wanted to take advantage of during this particular sale, but there were a few that I wanted to pick up. So the first one that I decided to get here was Yoga Hosers, eh? This is the Kevin Smith movie starring his daughter, of course, and her friend, and Johnny Depp as well, in an interesting role that I'm glad, I believe they actually extended that role and he did another movie afterwards in the same role. But I don't know if that one's out yet. I don't remember if it came out. But this is a continuation of the movie, was it Tusk? I think it was. The one with Justin Long. Really enjoyed that one. Not a whole lot necessarily, but I enjoyed it enough. And I liked what they did to this one too. This one went even sillier and more ridiculous to the point where it just had me laughing uproariously at several moments. So definitely enjoyed it. I wouldn't say it's like the best movie I've ever seen. It's maybe a 6 or a 7 out of 10, but it's not. So it's not something I wanted to pay a whole lot of money for. But they had it on sale on the MVD website during Black Friday for only $5. $5 for yoga hosers? Yeah, I'll do that. That's a pretty good deal. Speaking of $5 titles that will blow your mind when you see them, well, that one didn't, but this one might. They also had Pray for Death, the Arrow Video Limited Edition. I guess it's not necessarily a limited edition, but special edition. Thank you, Brain. The Arrow Video Special Edition copy of Pray for Death was on sale on the MVD website for $5 freaking dollars during Black Friday. And I know nothing about this movie. Nothing at all. Absolutely nothing. All I knew was that it was an Arrow video title for $5. And really, if you're a fan of film, if you're a fan of Blu-ray, if you're a collector like myself and you know how much these like movies from these labels cost, then you know. Like, this never goes on sale for less than $10, $15 ever. Ever, 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 ever. Even if you get it from the UK during one of the sales on the UK website, you're paying $7.99 in Great British Pounds, which when converted to American dollars is like $10 to $13. Never, ever, ever less than $10. Ever. Until now. So yeah, I was just like, I can't say no to that. Even if I don't know anything about it and I don't know if I'll like it or not. $5 for an Arrow video title? Yeah, because then if I don't like it for whatever reason, I can sell it and make a profit. It's like it's not even losing anything in the deal. You're buying it for $5. If you don't like it, you can sell it for $10. Great. So yeah, I guess I'll let you know what I think of this one. I probably will like it though. It seems like my kind of movie. Seems like a movie that I would enjoy, so I am looking forward to checking this one out, especially for that price. Last but not least, from the MVD sale, I picked up The Man from Earth, or just Man. No, it is The Man from Earth, the Jerome Bixby film, and I believe this stars like one or two notable people, but regardless, I watched this for the first time with my good friend Skinslip, and we were both like on the fence about it, didn't know necessarily what to think about it, but at the time I'm like, yeah, I'll go ahead and watch anything, really. I am the kind of person who I'll watch just about anything, and even though there were certain aspects of the film that I had heard about that I wasn't necessarily interested in, I have to say it was actually a really good movie. I did enjoy this quite a bit. It almost in a lot of ways reminded me of like some of the things I read in Sandman, Neil Gaiman's Sandman. So when I saw what they did with this, I was just like, oh man, look, imagine the places they could go with this. And apparently they did end up doing a sequel to this, and a lot of people said it was trash. Well, there you go. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't, but I can believe it is trash. I don't know for sure, but whatever the case may be, I still think that they could go in some interesting directions with this story. Maybe they didn't, but the original movie at least was very good, so I definitely wanted to get this on Blu-ray in the best possible quality. And usually this one goes for like $15 or more online, so it's really hard to find it for a really good deal. This one dropped to $9, so I pretty much had to get it because it was the lowest price I'd ever seen it for, and I knew I wanted it in my collection. So for $9, I decided to pick up Jerome Bixby's The Man from Earth, and I don't regret it at all because, again, that's a really good deal for a really good movie. Yeah, religiously speaking, it's not necessarily a subject that I necessarily enjoy a whole lot of, but it was done so well that I didn't care at all. If a movie is done well, I don't care what the religious implications of it are, you know. If it's a good movie, it's a good movie. So anyways, in total, I got all this stuff. I'd say I got some pretty good prices on these, eh? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, though. That would be it for my Black Friday sale stuff. That's all I got for Black Friday. I guess there are a few other things I got during Black Friday sales that I'll show you in future videos, but in terms of the stuff that I got all around specifically Black Friday and not Cyber Monday and beyond, that's it. That's all of it. So, glad to be done with that, especially since the battery's running out. Anyways, that'll do it for me today, guys. Catch you later. Peace.